Hello, beautiful people. We are back.
Hello, wonderful people. I said hello so fast.
You could not wait for that. We are out of training, guys. As you know, 4 weeks we did not record anything. So we need to come into this motion again. So Sarah is
Right,
overexcited.
right. Okay, hello, everyone. We are back after a few weeks. It's kind of, a new, strange feeling now. From distance, we are trying to record. Let's see how it is.
Yeah, first time that we are not together and recording and seeing each other live, but seeing each other through video. But still, it's still an audio only podcast, and we will work through that and we will let you know. Yeah, and first of all, thank you for these people who reached out to us and asking where are the new episodes. And also heard other people asking indirectly, not directly me. So interesting. That was so cute.
The ones who probably actually listen to our previous episodes, they asked me as well. It was like, I told them that, of course, it takes time, but I also bring the reason for them, brought enough reasons for them. And we will talk about it today.
Definitely. And that's exactly like this topic today. We are back. What happened the last 4 weeks? As you know from the last episodes, that I moved to Germany now. How it went by. How was Sarah? She's still in Seoul. That's we're going to talk about. Yeah, again, shout out to all the people. That's so cute. I really enjoy that. Also, a bit of pressure. Poor Sarah got pressure from me. As I already could see because I can see it in the future. Just kidding. But yeah, so we are here now. I hope it's good. We are not sure. We tried out the quality, but also due to time reasons and stuff. Let's see. So if the quality is not like before, bear with us. We're gonna definitely manage to do it
Yes,
better.
definitely, definitely. And let's start with Nadine. Can you
I
please
knew it.
always
I hate her. I hate her.
Nadine, tell us about your moving to Germany. How did you feel? How were actually these few weeks? What did you do? Of course, you can talk about your family. How's your family? And so on.
Yeah, so it was an interesting time. I think it was mid March, right? So I'm over, yeah, over 4 weeks already, 5 weeks here. And it was interesting. I was at one point very happy to be back and to see my family, drive my car, sleeping a proper bed, like in my proper bed. Okay, that sounds weird, I know. But
Fantasies.
yeah, at least, yeah, if you have fantasies on that, pay us more, we will give you more. No, just kidding. So, yeah, and it was interesting to see the difference how in Seoul, how fast pacing the life there is and how it's here. And of course, I had a jet lag. And then 2 days later, after I arrived, my aunt from Croatia came. She was like almost 2 weeks there. And I had birthday and my mom had birthday. So we had on the same day birthday. It was very interesting to not be in Hongdae, okay? Yeah, I miss it. I need to admit, I miss Hongdae. And this side was good to see, to calm down, to relax, to breathe. But still, I needed to adapt a bit too.
Right.
And as you listened to the previous goodbye episode, you know that I was also fearful to come back, and it was not easy, honestly, to come back in an environment where you have got all these old beliefs about yourself that you're not worth it like you are, that something is wrong with me. And at one point, especially when my aunt left, end of March, I think it was, it hit me hard completely.
Oh,
Totally. Like, what the heck I'm doing here? I felt completely out of space in the sense of not that I was somewhere out of space, that too, okay? But more in the sense of that I don't belong here, but it's this negative way, and it's not true, right?
right.
Because I actively chose to apply for jobs who are remote, okay? So I was like, what the heck is going on? So it's completely that I went as my new self into my
Right.
past. That was so interesting. I don't know if you, our great viewers and listeners, you're not viewing us yet, I'm sorry, had that experience or you had that experience there. I don't know. It's like completely that I was in a time machine, not to the future, but to the past. Literally. That was such a challenging time for me, end of March. That was
Right.
insane.
I think it kind of makes sense because you went back to the place that you came from and you used to live for a long, long time. And then it's like all the memories, everything, even unconsciously, are repeating in your brain. So and you're thinking about it, or maybe you feel, even not specifically, focusing on something, just feeling. Maybe
Absolutely, yeah.
it was because of that, but how did you overcome that, and how are you feeling now?
So I don't want to say I'm still struggling, but as we all know, when we are on sort of a transformational path, we sometimes have this urge to also leave the comfort zone, doing stuff what you're afraid to do. Don't let this mindset of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm a weirdo, you know. For me especially was it, oh, I still don't have a job, even though I have job interviews, don't get me wrong, but I'm still thinking, oh my god, I'm so worthless because I don't have a job yet. So completely weird.
Right.
And how I overcome that is I was asking myself, okay, where is this coming from? So it was kind of a restlessness inside of me. Oh, I need to find a job. I need to do this. I need to deliver. I need to prove myself. I need to do this. And, and then nobody told me. Nobody from my family told me, that like, oh, you need to do this. It was all in my head. And I was like, why? Exactly. And I said, why the heck do you do that to yourself? And it's such a hard job, honestly. And everyone who has even 10 minutes like I do, and I did back then, 10 minutes a day, to say, like, where is this BS, literally BS, coming from? Yes, I am different than my family. Yes, my family is more, as I said, orientated like a worker family. My mom had, and my parents, and my mom and my parent, my mom and my dad, they had like their own business, their hotel business. So they're like also entrepreneurs, okay? And I said it, I always compared myself to my mom and my sister that I need to be successful in them, but it's not my
Right.
field. I'm different, than them. So
True.
that was completely destroying me. And that's what I realized more and more when I came back. And I was like, and I even told my mom, I was like, I'm different. I want to have this lifestyle and this lifestyle. And also my field where I'm working on, and my mom is over 70 already. Some things she's from the old school, as we say.
Right.
She didn't understand certain things, how it goes, and that's totally normal. And when I explained to her and said something because she was curious, I realized then for myself that's actually not true. What
Oh
I
gosh.
thought she
Yeah.
could think. And that's what
Hmm.
I would give you as an advice. I know I was mumbling and rambling on, but this is an advice. If you think that your parent, your siblings, your friends have a certain opinion from the past of you, go there and open up and speak about it and
Wow.
ask them, you
So
know?
valuable.
And
Right.
then you realize, oh, it's not like that. Okay. And in addition, as you know, my parents are from, or we are from Croatia. And in Croatia, the Balkans, they like to discuss passionately. And I'm more the calm person. Okay. And
Right.
I'm like, no, can we please calm down? And then my aunt said, yeah, but that's how we are. That's how they are. That's how I am too. But sometimes I'm more relaxed than them, okay?
Right.
And also, like, these kind of differences, I accepted too, because I also thinking, oh, something was wrong. Anyway, I'm rambling too much. Yeah, that's the most advice, what I want to say. Speak
Right.
with these people, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a nice point. And the other point that was very precious, I think, accepting that people are different and the way that everyone is thinking is different. Sometimes we are at the point that we cannot accept it at all. So we should, in our mind, accept that parents, okay, we respect them. However, we should see the difference and become to this acceptance point because it will help us to grow and it will help us to even calm down, I guess. So yeah, that's so nice and valuable. And of course for me as well, I should go through all of these things. Maybe same for me and everyone could be. That's so cool. I'm proud of you. You did great, girl.
Thank you. Still surviving, still surviving. And one last point before we're going to speak about Sarah. I also realized one important thing during this transition and also opening up. And I'm highly interested in these personal development, as people know, and also when you're following our channel, right? I also realized here that this lifestyle, what we were talking about, Sarah and me, quite often, and also when people know me better, what kind of lifestyle I want, who I want to have in a relationship with, it's more free spirited, more building my own business and stuff like that. It amplified more here that I have to do that. That's my soul path. However, I realized something is blocking me, and I'm still working through that in the sense of that I realized just a few days ago that I think that I'm not worthy to take this path. And I realized this is a highly blockage within myself. Because, of course, if I had before the mindset of, oh, I need to work specific hours, specific jobs, right? And nobody told me this. That's how I picked it up, as every one of us from their childhood. And then I'm coming here, had this wonderful time in Seoul, met wonderful people who inspired me as fuck, honestly, and still do. And meeting you and having these kind of conversation, where do you want to go, follow your dreams, use your
Right.
talents, you know. And when I came here with all these little, we say Kuddelmuddel in German, like everything mixed together, I realized it's the most blockages that I think I'm not worthy for having this life, for having a partner who will build with me a business, or we support each other in our own business, you know, or having this path, being free spirited. That's wow. I cannot, that was insane, literally. It's kind of like, wow. Thinking for me, I have to be worthy first, and I
Right.
am, okay? But it's easier said than done, okay? So,
True. It's a kind
yeah,
of realization, and that's so true. Because even many people insist, the ones who are specialists in such, maybe psychology, the counselors, or even the ones who study about people. Whatever we think about ourselves, it's kind of emits some signals that we attract or distract people from our environment. And it is exactly about us, our energy, what we think, what we are blocking, what we are not blocking. Good point to mention. Right.
absolutely. It's like what you're attracting. It's all about mindset, you know?
Yes.
And everyone
Yes.
read these quotes on Instagram, TikTok, whatever you
Yeah.
follow, and everyone knows them deep down. But the hardest part is really how to execute them, how to align
Exactly.
with the right people who can help you. But it's not about that, as I did sometimes a future of my life, waiting for these people to rescue me. Yeah, very open now, and I feel like, oh my God, maybe I should not have said that. But it's not about people rescuing me, it's about opening up to people,
True. True.
you know. And I had such a hard time back then to open up this in this kind of vulnerability, also to say to people, hey, you inspire me. That's
Right.
insane, you know. So anyway, so enough from me, let's move to Sarah. How was your 4 weeks in Seoul? And of course,
Yes.
before I say, of course I missed Sarah. Yeah, honestly, I really missed her. I missed our conversations. I forgot
Same
to tell
for
this.
me.
I
I
did not
really
even I
did.
did not even say that to her. Now I'm saying it while recording. She gave me a wonderful letter, and I did not open it until now. Do you know why, guys? Because no,
I thought you
I would
opened it.
cry. No,
I thought you opened it for your birthday.
no, I didn't. I didn't,
Okay.
because I would cry like now. No, gosh, that's when you work on your vulnerability being open. I'm not even more ashamed of crying now in the podcast. It would not happen 2 months ago. So wow. Anyway, Sarah, how was your 4 weeks in
Yeah.
Seoul?
So, yes, talking about me, okay, actually, it wasn't less challenging than you. It was like challenging for me. Firstly, okay, I should mention that Nadine and was and is actually one of my closest friends, and I call her as my sister. So when you were here, of course, we hang out a lot, we talked about different topics, and suddenly it just stopped. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not saying that, these days, of course, social media, everything, people are in touch with each other, but you feel the difference when someone is there or someone is not there. And I could really feel that. On the other hand, just to give some information about what I did to our audience, actually, it was the months that I had to extend my visa, and I went through some very challenging time, because I had to prepare a lot of reports, and it's kind of like that I should prove that I did something specific in my field, that my professor
yeah.
signs my visa,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can go through my the visa application. So it took me so much time. And I can say that, for example, one day I was like, I'm a warrior, I will do this, I will do that. So, I will, yeah, I will solve this problem, submit it, and blah blah. And then the other day, I was like, even waking up, and I said, "What am I doing here? What is this life? Everyone is like enjoying life, and what am I doing here?" And specifically, something happened in my university that made me so, it made me even cry. I should confess that, twice I went to the restroom in my university and I just cried.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know that the pressure from visa and everything, it makes sense, and it is a normal process that everyone can go through when living in another country. But the way that maybe people treat you, it's something different. So, and sometimes I came to a point that I want to quit again and again. I want to quit, and then the next day I say, no, just go ahead, just do it, don't stop it. This is what you started. You're almost to the end. So yeah, I was like in this situation. However, I'm just to let you know that it is done regarding my visa, regarding the signature and everything. Again, maybe some of these thoughts are in my brain, but I at some point I felt so much frustrated, and I was thinking about even quitting.
Yeah, the pressure was too much, right?
Yes, it was really too much. So anyway, but yeah, and several times, okay, I went out, and I should mention some points. Okay, sometimes when I go out, it's not like for people think that it's like for like drinking and specifically dancing and so on. Okay. For me, sometimes when I go out in Seoul, it's mostly about socializing and meeting people that their vibe is different. So because sometimes the environment that I am in is not, like okay, I don't want to use this word, but I cannot find any other word in my brain now, like a healthy environment. So for working.
Yeah, you need an alternative, basically.
Exactly. So I need one alternative that after a while I don't feel that I'm just changing to a person who is getting stuck in a lab or somewhere, and then no social life, no entertainment, no, other movements. Okay. So this is how I'm saving myself, and I'm trying, to feed my soul in this way mentally to stay alive, I guess. However, you know that all of these things have its pros and cons, I know, but this is what I mean by meeting people and feeling the energy of other people and this different, this dynamic. Yeah, so this was about me. And then, yeah, I got busy with some reports and finishing some papers. I face a problem with this one special issue in my lab that hopefully it can be solved, in a week. And yeah, this is about me. And besides, it was like, okay, as I said, we couldn't meet. And I totally felt this gap, this vacancy, in my life that, oh, I need to
Hmm.
talk to someone and there is no one. And okay, maybe I shouldn't mention, or I should mention anyway, I don't know.
Girl, I also cried on this episode, so
Yeah, Nadine already knows that when it comes to like problems, whatever I'm facing in Korea, I'm trying not to share with my parents because they look at all these troubles in a different way, that they even might tell me that does it really worth staying in Korea or not? And like this is the question that repeats in my brain as well. However, I try not to make them worry too much, or for example, adding another channel in my brain that always telling me, "Hey, what are you doing there?" Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to say that staying in Seoul has a lot of negative aspects. No, definitely there are a lot of positive points. I'm just trying to talk about these few weeks, and there are a lot of ups and downs. However, yeah, these few weeks, were kind of challenging for me regarding like university stuffs, visa, and the environment that I was in. Yeah.
but first of all, I want to say that also our listeners know you did a great job. You can be proud of yourself being a warrior the one day, the next day completely in the rabbit hole, because everyone knows that at some point in their life, and that you can keep going. And that's exactly why I did not read the card yet. This feeling, this vacancy that something is empty, that you cannot, if you are physically together, it's obviously more easier, yeah, to call or to meet. We also only live 10 minutes away from each other and stuff. So
Right.
you can actually be proud of you and that you fighting for that. And yeah,
Thank
she is
you.
a warrior. She is.
Yes.
Then how did you overcome that for you now?
I guess Okay, I can say like regarding visa, so everything went on based on the process. It took time, but it went on based on the process, and I felt better after that. Maybe one of the source of my stress is about visa, I guess. That when it is solved, I feel much better. But regarding other points, so I try to interact with my professor more, try to send him more emails and explain about everything that was happening. And the last point and that he mentioned, I'm working on it. So okay, honestly, if it was like 3 or 4 years ago, because I was in the same environment but more toxic, 3 or 4 years ago, I questioned myself that okay, am I enough or not? Maybe there's a problem with me. Okay. But now at this point, after these years and after seeing that how I can solve a problem, how I can do the research on my own, at least I have this confidence that the problem is not with me.
That's great.
Sometimes I feel really down, I know, but generally I always rise and I say that, hey, the problem is not with me. I'm okay. I'm doing my research, everything I'm proving, simulations, everything. So I'm not a person who's not talented or whatever. This self confidence is helping these days. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, it wasn't like that, but now it's so different. Yeah. At that time, I was under this influence that maybe they are right. But now I know that they are not right, and what I am doing, and how I am handling all of these tough situations. These are perfect, or maybe these are good. Okay, let's not say perfect, perfect, but good enough. So yes, maybe because of that. And again, we come to the point that self evaluation is more important than comparing ourselves with others, I guess, in every aspect of life. And it's a skill that's
Absolutely, yeah.
good to learn. Yeah. So, yes.
And for me, that's what I wanted to say is how great it is that you could see that. How would you be different in the past? You
Right.
were in the same or similar, I cannot
You're
say
right.
same, but similar situation, but you saw, hey, back then I would react like this, but now I'm reacting that. So you're actively choosing a different way. That's so valuable. And that's
True.
forward movement, that's growth, that's personal growth. We can definitely be proud of you, 100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you. And yes, totally right. Totally right. Yes, I do agree. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some turbulent 4 weeks, almost 5 weeks for us. Wow,
Yes. Wow.
already so emotionally anything, and yeah, wow. Yeah,
Yes.
let's see. Oh my God, yeah.
Right. Okay. But I should also mention that the weather is getting warmer here. The cherry blossoms are around or were around during the last 2 weeks. I took some beautiful pictures. I posted some of them on my Instagram. Just let's talk about some good aspects too. So, and it is fun, of course, yeah, meeting new people, posting pictures, feeling the vibe. Yeah, but yes, specifically about these 4 weeks, as I said, yeah, it was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cherry blossoms we have also in Germany a few. I was surprised how many we have here in my hometown, especially the pink
Nice.
ones, not the white ones. So
Beautiful.
it's in a big like trees, so beautiful. And it's when I came here, so end of March it started already to be like 20 degrees. And here we had
Mhm.
10 days in a row, like 19, 18, 20 degrees. Sorry, US, it's Celsius, not Fahrenheit. But everything is green already because I live near two rivers. So it's kind of
Beautiful.
like, yeah, also very nice nature. And I really enjoy to, as I said, drive my car. I will soon go also on a road trip. So that's good too.
Yes.
So focusing on these things, yeah, you're right.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
good
nice.
things are too. I
Of
stepped out of my
course.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
We're not gonna. I only got a tease here now, so let's see. I will let you know, and I'm happy about that. Yeah, working on mindset, meeting people, as you said. Even though I mean, you cannot compare my hometown. I mean, that's like I would say fucking small. I didn't drink. I didn't go out. Can you imagine? My God, I literally need to. Can you imagine one of the holiday queens? Yeah, didn't go out. Can you imagine? Anyway, thank you guys
Right. Yes.
for
With your
listening
mind
to us.
free.
Yeah. And as I said in the intro, I think I said it right. Either we're going to do weekly or bi weekly. Let's see how it goes. Of course, we're going to focus on as before, but please be patient with us. And but the better the stories will be.
Fun stories are on the way.
Oh
Keep
yes,
on
fun
listening to us.
stories. Yes,
Right.
exactly. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Speak to you next week or in 2 weeks. Let's see. Stay tuned. And yeah, was really nice. Let's keep going. Our new selves.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend after hearing us. And yes, of course, we
Exactly.
will try to have weekly or maybe every 2 weeks episodes. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.